what's up? It's Emily. Welcome back to my channel if you're new here, which chances are you are new here because I usually make book content and this is definitely not that today. Yes, today I'm going to be sharing with you my everyday jewelry collection. A lot of these pieces are very new. I recently just kind of got into jewelry, which is kind of crazy. I got engaged like about 8 months ago. The limited jewelry that I did have was yellow gold and my engagement ring is white gold, and I kind of had a crisis and I was like, you know what, I don't understand this, so I'm just not gonna wear any jewelry. And then like last month, a few jewelry brands like randomly all reached out to me at the same time and were like, we want to send you some jewelry. Some of the pieces that I was sent kind of inspired me to incorporate the yellow gold back into my everyday jewelry wear and collection, and also make it kind of coordinate with my engagement ring. Right now I'm wearing like just kind of a stripped down look because I'm gonna be trying on a lot of different pieces for you. I usually wear a little bit more than this. I've been really loving incorporating jewelry into just like the everyday. I work from home and the motivation to look good is low when like you don't really leave your house, and I find that like having kind of just like neutral, easy outfits to wear with some nice jewelry pieces always makes me feel really put together and really good. I'm going to be sharing with you a few basics that I wear every day. I can make more videos about jewelry, like if you want to see my entire jewelry collection, I'm happy to do that, but these are just going to kind of be like everyday options that I've been wearing and kind of like cycling in and out of my everyday wear. The brands that I'm going to be sharing today, I've worked with some of these brands in the past, but this specific video is not sponsored by anyone. This is just like me in my jewelry collection. I do, however, have some affiliate links down below. I'm not an affiliate with all of the brands that I'm going to be sharing, but I am with some, so I'll mention it as I go, but I'll have some discount codes linked below, and everything I have I'll also try to link below, and if for some reason that's no longer available, I will link something that is similar for you and like similar in pricing. Speaking of pricing, this is like an affordable jewelry haul. I have a tighter budget. I don't have like a ton of money to like drop thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on everyday jewelry, on like all solid gold jewelry. You know, I definitely am on a budget, but that said, I have invested in some pieces that, you know, are just like $10. We're dealing with like the $50 to like $150 range. We have a lot of like gold plated items, some like cubic zirconia, etc. We do have some real diamonds and some solid gold as well. A lot of it is handed down to me from my like grandmas, but just so you know, like that's kind of the price range that we're dealing with. Even if you do invest in like solid gold jewelry, the price per wear is going to be almost negligible because, you know, hopefully you'll wear those pieces every day and like you don't have to take them off. And I think investing in jewelry pieces is a good investment if you're going to wear it every day. Having said that, if I want to buy like 10 pieces for my everyday jewelry collection, I can't spend $500 on each of those pieces. So this is like a budget friendly slash also good quality collection if that's more on the vibe of what you're working towards yourself. This is not something I knew. It's probably something most of you know that are watching this video, but I just want to break down for a second. There's solid gold, which is like the entire piece is just solid gold. Obviously that's going to be more expensive, but it is going to last longer. It really won't tarnish. You can wear it in the water. You don't have to take it off. You can sleep with it. Then there's like gold plated jewelry or like gold vermeil. That means it's coating brass or like sterling silver or like another material that's less expensive. So I do take my jewelry off in the shower and when I sleep. So gold vermeil is like a good route for me. Yeah, let's get into it. I think the best place to start is probably earrings. My everyday kind of earring collection is fairly small. What I'm wearing now is just these gold hoops. These are from Quince. These are my kind of everyday gold hoops. I only have one piercing on my ear. I've never like had the desire to have more than one piercing. I just kind of like simple, classic, not too busy on my ear for every day. These I wear pretty frequently. I do take them off when I shower and when I sleep, as I mentioned. There's nothing like a classic everyday gold hoop that you can just throw on and really elevate your look. It brings out, for example, this necklace has a stone in it, but the chain is gold, so it, you know, it helps bring that out. And yeah, it's just kind of like an easy way to feel a little bit more elevated. These aren't quite huggy, but they are smaller, a small hoop. I don't love like a large hoop for every day. I don't even love a large hoop just like in general. These have been really wonderful. They are classic. Earrings I'm putting in right now, I probably wear these the most every day. They're very dainty. They're these little Huggies from Ana Luisa with, I think it's gold plated and cubic zirconia. These are just amazing. I do shower in these, I sleep in these. They're small enough that I don't even like know that they're on, and they're so dainty, but like they really do make a big difference, especially with coordinating my ring with my other gold jewelry, because they have gold in them and they have diamond adjacent material. Having a Huggy that has diamond adjacent material in it, it's so nice. It really is just like a nice dainty way to elevate a look and kind of like bring everything together. So you can just see it's just so like simple and basic, and like, you know, you could also wear these on a second or third piercing and then wear the other, you know, just regular gold hoop on your first for more of an everyday look. But I just love the simplicity and like basicness of this little Huggy. These are definitely the earrings that I wear most. And then of course the next kind of basic everyday earring piece is just diamond studs. These my mom gave me a long time ago, so I'm actually not even sure where they're from. But just having like a simple diamond stud, again, I'm always looking for ways to like make sure my engagement ring makes sense with the look. So yeah, just having like a simple diamond stud is a really nice way to elevate a look. Again, I don't remember exactly where these are from, but I've definitely seen a lot of really nice diamond studs from a lot of the brands that I'll be talking about today, so you'll definitely have some options to work with. Yeah, you can't go wrong with the diamond stud. And if you do have a second piercing or a third piercing, a diamond stud's always great to kind of incorporate. If I had two piercings, I would do like diamond stud, gold hoop. We're tying in my diamond ring with the gold jewelry vibe. So this last pair, this is my last pair of everyday earrings. These are slightly more elevated, a little chunkier. These are a pair of hoops from the brand Ms. Blue, which I do have an affiliate link for. I'll leave all of the links down below. I do have a discount code for you. You can use my code 15Emily for 15% off of everything on Ms. Blue. These actual earrings though are not available anymore. There's a ton of other brands that have very similar earrings. I can link them down below. Ms. Blue is, I feel like they specialize more with like engagement rings and wedding rings, but they do have a lot of nice other hoops. So I'll leave the link to like their other hoops down below, as well as just like their general links. When you order from Ms. Blue, it comes in this really cute little bag here, and then they'll give you, each kind of piece comes in a box, which then has another box, which will have your piece in it. You'll get a little travel bag, as well as like a cleaning cloth. What I also liked is they gave some other like earring like backing options, which is great, not just for these, but for, you know, other earrings I can use them for. So it's always nice to kind of like have that, because sometimes the backs that they come with like I don't like, so it's nice to have that option. So yeah, I really do love these earrings. Sometimes I just wear them like when I'm working from home and I just want to feel a little bit more elevated. Sometimes I'll wear them if I'm like going out to a dinner or something. These are just a really nice kind of way to bring the everyday hoop, just to elevate it a little bit more. It's still dainty, I think. It's not like super large or super thick. These aren't super heavy, like they're pretty hollow, so they're really comfortable, and it's just giving a little bit more material, a little bit more of a statement, but still kind of being a smaller hoop that is a little bit, I think, still dainty. So I really, really love these. I think for the rest of the video, I'm going to wear my Huggies because I think that they go with all of my other jewelry the best, and they're what I wear the most. Let me put those back on. Next, I want to talk about what Jean-Luc just got me for my birthday, which has been great in terms of mixing metals and again tying in my white gold engagement ring with my yellow gold jewelry. I can make like a video in more depth, kind of like explaining what I've learned about mixing metals and stuff if you'd like. But anyway, I got a watch from, I want to say it's Breda. I don't know, something about that feels like it's maybe not the way to pronounce it. This is the box it came in. It came very quickly. It says your time has arrived. Comes with a little bag here, and it kind of came in this. I'm literally wearing it now. So I knew, I was like, I really want a watch for my birthday, because definitely you feel together when you're wearing a watch. There's something about having a watch that just makes me feel like I have my life together. So I knew that I wanted a watch, and I knew I wanted it to be two-tone. Like I knew I wanted it to have yellow gold and some sort of like white gold adjacent. So this is what Jean-Luc picked out for me. It's stunning. It has mother of pearl. It's gold plated and then stainless steel, which is great for a watch because like you are going to be wearing it a lot. Obviously, like I want to be able to have it in the shower and have it while I'm doing the dishes. It's not hard to take on and off, but it's like definitely not the easiest. I feel like bracelets in general are like the biggest pain to take on and off because you only have one hand. This is waterproof up to like 100 feet deep, I think. It's good to know that like I can take this in the shower, and you know, if I'm in a pool or something, like it can withstand that. I love the mother of pearl. I just think this is like such a dainty, classy, classic watch, but it still kind of like has like a nice modern kind of like fresh edge to it, which I really like. Naturally, it might make sense to move on to bracelets, but I actually want to move on to rings, because once I got this watch, I feel like all of my rings tied together, because I do, as I mentioned, have white gold rings and yellow gold rings. So let's talk about my engagement ring for a second. This was my Nana's engagement ring that my grandpa, that my papa gave her. It has 3 stones. It's a very old ring. I've found rings that are like very similar online that I can link down below if you're interested. I love this ring. It has a lot of sentimental meaning, and I just also love just like the daintiness of this ring. It feels very like classic and dainty and sweet. Let's get into some of my other rings. The first ring I want to talk about is this ring from Ana Luisa. Ana Luisa also sent me these Huggies, and this ring really inspired me also to get into, you know, the mixing of metals and just kind of figuring out jewelry. So this one fits my ring finger, so I usually wear it on my right hand, or if I'm like running or something, I'll wear it on my left as kind of like a stand-in for my engagement ring. You know, if I'm going on a run or going to the gym, or I'm going somewhere where I don't want to like flash a diamond in front of everyone, I'll usually wear this. Yes, and I love it because, as I mentioned, it has cubic zirconia and yellow gold. So now that I have this watch, it's a great way to kind of like tie in everything. Like even just these 2 rings and this watch like kind of makes sense to me. This ring is also very important to me. This is a ring that my dad's mom, my Grammy, gave me. She's Irish, obviously. This one I usually wear on my middle finger. This is 14 karat gold, solid gold. It's been around for a while. So I really love wearing this ring. It's just a classic for me, and obviously also has sentimental value. I feel good that I can kind of start incorporating this ring back into my everyday wear. This ring was my grandmother's, my Nana's wedding band, which I'm not using as my wedding band, but it's obviously a great ring, and I would like to wear it because it's like a diamond ring. So I actually got my engagement ring resized because they're both like a size too big. So this one I have not gotten resized, so I usually wear it on my middle finger, since my middle finger is a little bigger than my ring finger. Oftentimes I will just do this to really kind of incorporate the mixing of the metals. I'll wear both of them on my middle finger. I just really like the way that looks. I think it looks bold enough, but it's also not like super I just don't like anything that's like too like thick for my rings, because my fingers are not the slimmest fingers, so I like to keep it more on the dainty side for my rings. Speaking of, this is another piece from Ms. Blue. This stacker ring, this one I got in a size that only fits my pointer and my thumb. Those are my largest fingers, so sometimes I'll do this, wear it on my pointer, and then sometimes it's nice to have it on my thumb, so I kind of have like this look like built out here. There's so many different ways to kind of like mix and style these rings that I do from time to time. Sometimes I'll just, if I'm feeling a little bit more like simple, I'll do just these 2 on my right hand. That's just like a nice kind of more like simple and dainty look. I also recently got this ring from Every Jewels, which is a company that sells very cheap jewelry. It's kind of like this croissant with diamond adjacent materials in the middle. It's a little more chunky. Every Jewels is great. I do have a discount code for you for them as well. It's Emily301 for 25% off. I'll leave that link down below as well. Every Jewels is really cheap. Like they make really cheap jewelry. It's usually anywhere from like $5 to $20, and like $20 is like pretty expensive for them. Whenever something is that cheap, it's usually, you know, I assume it's not going to last that long. I do like Every Jewels, but for specific purposes. One of the reasons I got this ring is because I was looking at the solid gold version at Majuri, but I wanted to kind of like test it out, see what size I am, see if I like it on me for an extended period of time. This ring was like $6, so I think Every Jewels is a great place to, you know, if you have like a more expensive version of a piece that you're looking to invest in, but you're not entirely sure like if you want to make that investment yet, you don't know how you're gonna like it on you specifically, you want to try it out. I think Every Jewels is a great place to experiment with stuff that you're not entirely sure about. And it's also a good place if your budget is tight, maybe you just graduated school, you have a lot of student loans, hormones, but you still want to like wear jewelry and like wear trendy jewelry, Every Jewels is a great place to look. I have not had my pieces from there for a long time. It definitely feels like it's made of like plastic. I mean, you can't tell looking at it. I haven't had these pieces long enough from Every Jewels to kind of like evaluate if, you know, they're gonna be tarnishing or whatever. I have worn this all day for like multiple days and it hasn't discolored my skin. So that's always a good sign. So those are kind of like, I would say right now, my everyday rings. Sometimes I'll pop on my like Irish ring on my left hand and then like, you know, style something out. Like there's so many ways to play around with the rings and with styling them. There's a few other rings that are on my wish list for sure for every day, but like right now these are totally making sense to me and they all match this watch, which is absolutely amazing. So I guess let's move on to bracelets. Bracelets is definitely the area that like I am least versed in. I have 3 bracelets that I wear in addition to my watch. The watch I really like don't plan on taking off that much. But yeah, I have 3 bracelets that I'll kind of like take on and off every day and kind of cycle around. The one that I wear most is this, and they're all hand-me-downs. They're all inherited from my Nana, but I can, again, like link similar bracelets of a few varying price options down below. This one is a tennis bracelet. This is just, you know, just a very basic, classic, classy, elevated piece. This a lot of times I'll just wear on its own because I think it works on its own. It goes really well with my watch here. And it's just like, it's enough, I find. But if I want to, you know, add on some stuff, I have this. The second piece that I'll kind of go for is this more dainty piece, this gold piece here. I think I might need Sean to tell me to put this on. So yeah, this is what they look like on. It's just a really like classic combination. This is like, if I'm gonna wear 2 bracelets, these are the ones that I'll wear together. And then if I really want to get funky with it, I'll wear this gold bracelet, a little like chunkier, a little thicker. Also from my grandma, tarnishing a little bit, so it might not be 100% like pure gold here. It's definitely been around for a while. This is the 3rd bracelet here that's a little chunkier. Sometimes I'll just wear this on its own because it is like more of a statement piece. Sometimes I'll just wear it with this other gold one here, and then sometimes I'll wear it with the tennis bracelet. I find that having these 3 bracelets are enough for me right now to kind of like mix and match for like different vibes and different moods that I'm feeling every day. If anything, I might want a simple like bangle or something, or maybe like even a daintier bracelet than this. But other than that, like I feel like I don't really need any other bracelets right now. And then of course we have our necklaces, our everyday necklaces. I really have been into stacking necklaces. I didn't start the video with the stack just because I wanted to reveal them as we went. So this is such a cute little necklace. This is from Quince as well. I really love Quince's jewelry. I think it's like a nice quality, and they're very like transparent about their pricing as well. This piece I really like because, as I keep mentioning, diamond, gold, ties everything in. I also got this locket from them, which is a longer piece, so a lot of times I'll wear these 2 pieces together. This also goes nice with those kind of more trendy earrings, that last kind of gold hoop that I showed. Also has 3 different length options here. I usually do the shortest one just because it is still pretty long, so I like having the option for every day of something that's a little chunkier and bolder, but again, it's not that bold or chunky. Like it's still kind of on the dainty scale. I do like to keep my everyday jewelry fairly dainty, as you can kind of see. So yeah, I really like these. These are both from Quince. This is a pretty typical combination that I like to wear every day. Also, I have some other shorter necklaces that I like stacking as well. And again, these are my everyday necklaces. Like I have other necklaces that I'm happy to share with you if you want to see a fuller kind of presentation of my jewelry collection. This is a gold chain that was also a hand-me-down from my grandmother. This is just nice, like if you're looking to add a little something else to the vibe. I do like layering the chain. I probably take this off. But this is also like a really nice combination of just like the chain with the pendant here. You can also put like charms onto this necklace, but I kind of just like the chain. You can also wear the chain on its own, but yeah, I kind of really like this layering combination. Again though, I really do like to wear this one because it brings the diamonds together in a way that just wearing like all gold won't. But now that I have this, it's all coming together. With the necklaces, there are just so many like ways that you can mix and match, and I typically will wear more than one necklace, and I usually do wear this bigger one to kind of create some levels, I guess, you know, a little more depth. These next two necklaces are also from Every Jewels, mainly because I had spent enough money on jewelry this quarter and some other clothes that I was like, these are just pieces that I really want to have and try out, but I just don't really have the budget to spend. So this first one is like, oftentimes I feel like this is called like a serpent necklace or like a snake necklace. It's another great layering piece, so similar to that chain that I had on just a moment ago. So this just has kind of a more, I don't know, like modern feel to it, I guess. I don't love personally just like wearing short chains without anything else. It's really about the layering for me, so I like these together. A combination that I really do like as well, this is also from Every Jewels, which is like a Van Cleef, I think is the name, like kind of knockoff. I really love the Van Cleef look, and this is also mother of pearl, so it like really pairs nicely with my watch here. This is a combination that I've really been enjoying necklace-wise. We have the three on here. These are both from Every Jewels. This is from Quince. I really like this. I think it just kind of creates a nice little dynamic, still dainty. So those are kind of like my everyday necklaces. So we've kind of gone through all of my everyday jewelry, but I did want to share briefly this because this is my only piece from Mejuri, and I love Mejuri. I went there. I've been watching Mejuri hauls like all day, every day. There's something about it that's just like very relaxing, and I really, really like their products and their style. They are a little bit more on the pricey side, but like their stuff is just so good quality, so well reviewed. I went to their store in Williamsburg. I live in Brooklyn, and I just like felt like I was in heaven. I went there because even though their everyday jewelry is a little bit more pricey, their wedding bands were on definitely the cheaper side. They use a lot of recycled material, which I really, really appreciate. So I did get my wedding bands from Mejuri, so this will be part of my everyday jewelry. I got their wishbone set here. As you can see, this is also yellow gold, but when it's on my finger, you really can't tell. So, you know, pairing this with my engagement ring is really nice because, you know, your engagement ring is the star. I knew I wanted something that was like dainty. I also wanted to be able to have the option of like mixing metals. So this was just a really nice combination for me because it just gives some options. Like I knew I didn't want to like just have mixed metals every day. Like I wanted to make sure I had an option that kind of was just diamonds and like just matched. There's a lot of varying combinations I can work with this. Also, for both of these rings, it was less than $400, which is amazing, and it's solid gold and real diamonds, so it's kind of like such a steal, honestly. So I really, really like Mejuri, and I want to maybe save up and buy a piece there in the future. So yeah, so that's it. I wanted to quickly go through. So Mejuri, I believe you get 10% off your first order. Ana Luisa, I believe I mentioned this, you get 10% off your first order as well. Every Jewels, you get 25% off with my code Emily301. Ms. Blue, you get 15% off with my code 15Emily. I don't have anything for Quince, but I really do like their stuff. Like I think it's really nice quality, and they have very reasonable pricing. Another place I'm going to be looking today and tomorrow, and I'm sure I'll make more jewelry videos, so I'll definitely show you what I get. My sister, Amanda, thank you so much, got me a gift card to Made by Mary, which is another place I've really been checking out. I think they have a lot of nice, everyday, classic, sweet pieces. Something I've really been looking at is a charm necklace. I like the idea of having like a really nice charm necklace and then adding charms. Like I know I want like a bee charm. Mejuri has this bee charm. A character I played was named Bridget, and her dad called her Bee, and like there's a song called Buzz Goes the Bee, and it's a very like, the film is a very important film to me, so I was like, oh, like I saw that bee charm and I was like, I really like need to get that. What I love about a charm necklace is like through the years you can replace it with charms that like have meaning for you and your family or like whatever. I think I'm gonna get the charm necklace. There's also some other rings that I've had my eye on, and like bracelets, as I mentioned, that I have my eye on. I do feel like I have like a nice, well-rounded everyday jewelry collection now, which I'm very, very happy about. I have just felt so much more elevated and ready for the day. I hope this inspired you or gave you some ideas of maybe if you're looking to expand your everyday jewelry collection, gave you some ideas of like where to shop and what to look for. So check out everything in the description. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to reach out in the comments below. And let me know if you want me to make any other videos about jewelry, like I would love to make a video specifically explaining more about mixing metals and just give you a total jewelry collection tour. So yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you feel so inclined, and I'll see you in the next one.